The 2025 WNBA draft was full of surprises, with the air thick with anticipation and excitement. Fans, analysts, and players alike were on the edge of their seats, waiting to see which young stars would have their dreams come true. But none of the night's twists were more shocking than Hailey Van Lith's reaction to being drafted by the Chicago Sky, a moment that instantly became the talk of the basketball world. As the camera zoomed in on Van Lith, her expression told a story all its own. It was a look that caught everyone off guard, from the commentators to the fans watching at home. Instead of the beaming smile, the unrestrained joy, the pure elation we've come to expect from a top draft pick, there was disappointment, confusion, maybe even a sense of disbelief as if she couldn't quite process what had just happened. Maybe even a hint of dread? Social media went wild, with fans and pundits alike scrambling to interpret her reaction. Memes, hot takes, and wild theories flooded every platform within minutes. Had the cameras caught a technical glitch? Was there something wrong with the broadcast, or was this a genuine moment of raw emotion? Was this some elaborate prank, a joke that only Van Lith was in on? Or was the reality far more complicated than anyone realized? Or was Hailey Van Lith genuinely unhappy about joining the Chicago Sky? Her body language seemed to say it all. This was not the outcome she had hoped for. The speculation was rampant, and it didn't take long for the basketball world to connect the dots. Every sports show, podcast, and group chat was buzzing with theories. The Chicago Sky was also the team that had just drafted Angel Reese. Yes, that Angel Reese, the superstar forward who had dominated headlines all season, Van Lith's former LSU teammate, and the source of endless speculation and rumor. Their time together at LSU was marked by both triumph and tension. The same Angel Reese who Van Lith supposedly clashed with, both on and off the court. Stories of heated practices and icy post-game handshakes had followed them for months. The same Angel Reese who some say overshadowed Van Lith and stifled her progress, making it difficult for her to shine in the spotlight. Now these two were reunited in Chicago, forced to put the past behind them and work together as teammates once again. And judging by Van Lith's draft night reaction, she was just as thrilled about it as everyone else. The tension was palpable, and the world was watching to see what would happen next, which is to say, not very much. For now, all eyes are on Chicago, waiting to see if this uneasy reunion will spark fireworks, or fizzle out before it even begins. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? When it comes to college basketball, few players have had a journey quite as dramatic as Hailey Van Lith. Her story is one of highs, lows, and everything in between. A true roller coaster ride that's kept fans and analysts guessing at every turn. Hailey Van Lith is a baller, a stone-cold baller. She's the kind of player who demands attention every time she steps on the court, with a competitive fire that's impossible to ignore. But her time at LSU was complicated. Expectations were sky high, and the pressure was relentless. The transition wasn't as smooth as many had hoped. At Louisville, she was the queen bee, the undisputed star, averaging a stellar 19.7 points per game in her junior year. Every possession seemed to run through her, and she relished the responsibility. The ball was in her hands, the offense ran through her, and she thrived under the pressure. She was the go-to option, the player her teammates looked to in crunch time. Then came the move to LSU, and with it, the arrival of Angel Reese. Suddenly, Van Lith was no longer the only star in the spotlight. Suddenly, Van Lith's role changed. Her scoring average dipped to 14.4 points per game. She had to adjust to a new system, a new coach, and a new team dynamic. Was it the coaching, the system, or was it, as some whispered, the Angel Reese effect? Sharing the court with another superstar isn't always easy, and chemistry can take time to develop. Van Lith then transferred to TCU, where she exploded for a career-high 19.8 points per game. It was a fresh start, and she made the most of it, quickly re-establishing herself as a dominant scorer. Once again, she was the focal point of the offense, and her numbers reflected that. The confidence was back, and so was her swagger. The question on everyone's mind is this: can Van Lith thrive alongside a dominant personality like Angel Reese? Can two stars truly shine together, or will one inevitably outshine the other? Can she share the spotlight without letting her game diminish? Or will she find a way to elevate not just herself, but her entire team? The Chicago Sky are about to find out. With Van Lith's talent and determination, the next chapter of her scoring roller coaster promises to be just as thrilling as the last. The reunion that has everyone talking, and it's not just the basketball world buzzing. This is a moment that's captured the attention of sports fans everywhere. The internet, as we all know, loves a good drama, and this story has all the ingredients: rivalry, redemption, and a dash of unpredictability. The Hailey Van Lith Angel Reese reunion is nothing short of a soap opera on steroids. Fans have been speculating for weeks, and now that it's official, the reactions are even wilder than anyone expected. The moment Van Lith's name was called by the Chicago Sky, Twitter went into meltdown. Notifications exploded, group chats lit up, and everyone had an opinion. Memes flooded timelines, hot takes flowed like water, and everyone from die-hard WNBA fans to casual observers had something to say. Some joked about reality TV producers taking notes, while others debated who would be the real star in Chicago. Van Lith to Chicago to play with Reese again? This is about to be good, screamed one tweet, echoing the excitement and curiosity of thousands. Someone check on Hailey, she doesn't look too happy about this, quipped another, fueling speculation about the dynamic between the two stars and what might unfold on and off the court. Hashtags like #SkyHighDrama, #Reunited and It Feels So Awkward, and #Van Lith Vies Reese were trending nationwide, with fans and analysts alike weighing in on every possible angle. The basketball world was watching, waiting, and bracing itself for what promised to be a volatile and utterly captivating partnership, one that could redefine the season and keep everyone glued to their screens. While Hailey Van Lith was doing her best to mask her true feelings on draft night, Angel Reese was a completely different story. The LSU superstar was all smiles, all energy, all about embracing the Chicago spotlight. She even posted a picture of herself and Van Lith on her Instagram story with the caption, "Let's run it back," followed by, a fire emoji and a trophy emoji. The contrast between the two players' reactions was stark, and it did little to quell the rumors of a rift between them. Reese seemed thrilled about the reunion, eager to recapture the magic they'd shared at LSU. On the court, at least Van Lith, on the other hand, looked about as excited as a student facing a pop quiz. Let's be real, folks. The Chicago Sky is Angel Reese's team now. She's the reigning NCAA champion, the Final Four most outstanding player, the walking, talking highlight reel, who's about to take the WNBA by storm. And that leaves Hailey Van Lith in a bit of a predicament. Where does she fit in? What's her role? Is she content to play second fiddle to Reese, or does she still harbor aspirations of being the go-to player, the one who takes the last shot with the game on the line? These are questions that only time will answer, but one thing's for sure, Van Lith's path to stardom just got a whole lot more complicated. The Chicago Sky's coaching staff have a tough task ahead of them. They need to find a way to harness the undeniable talent of both Angel Reese and Hailey Van Lith without creating a monster. They need to balance Reese's undeniable star power with Van Lith's need for touches and offensive freedom. They need to foster a team-first mentality in a locker room that could easily be divided. It's a tightrope walk, no doubt. If they get it right, the Sky could be looking at a championship-caliber dynasty, but if they get it wrong, well, let's just say it could get ugly. Real ugly. So here's the million-dollar question, the one that's on everyone's mind. Can Hailey Van Lith truly coexist with Angel Reese in Chicago, or will history repeat itself in dramatic fashion? Will Van Lith thrive in a new complementary role, or will she struggle to find her footing and confidence just like she did at LSU last season? Can the Chicago Sky find a way to turn this potential powder keg of talent and personalities into something truly special and memorable? We'll be watching, folks. We'll be watching closely. And you better believe I'll be right here on First Take, breaking it all down for you, every single step of the way.